Coming through Europe on our way to Reykjavik, we ended up with a stopover in the Faroe Islands. We're going to spend a couple of days here before heading on to Iceland and seeing the brute forces that nature has on these North Atlantic islands.
Iceland to me is kind of a mystery. I know there's beautiful women there. I know there's Vikings there. I'm gonna check it out and see what's going on.
After traveling the world for a year, Justin and I, we were charged with a whole new energy.
As I got further away from my old life, I started to realize that this is where I need to be. This is now my lifestyle.
One day, I hope to say that I've seen the world, but that day is not here yet. We left the Gobi Desert in Mongolia with the decision to find more peace and quiet and open space, but in a completely different part of the world, in Iceland in the North Atlantic Ocean.
See what I deal with? It's all a big comedy routine with Mr. Wilson, eh? On camera, he's straight like a sky, and then off camera, little goofball.
After we got from Mongolia into Europe, we realized that we could catch a pretty cheap flight to the Faroe Islands first. Justin and I are never one to go without fully exploring a region, and we're in the North Atlantic. It's only an hour-and-a-half flight. We might as well do it.
Apparently it's Friday night here in the Faroe Islands, and it's supposed to get pretty crazy, so we're gonna have ourselves a night out.
We're in Torshavn. We're in the Faroe Islands.
The people here are crazy, dude.
Hi, I will show you the most exciting thing in the Faroe Islands right now. Right now. Now you have to follow the green light. There's the green light. Just follow it. That's how exciting it gets in the Faroe Islands, you know? Seriously. Seriously.
The night is not over yet. We've been invited to a bit of a house party.
It's like 4 in the morning right now, and it's like 4:30 in the morning, jeez. And the night's just starting. Well, we party with the best of them. Faroe Islands.
We haven't really seen the Faroe Islands yet. Like, I mean, since we've been here, we've just had our ears licked.
I'm having a good time so far.
We're leaving the main island behind and we're heading to a much smaller island called Koltur, which is west of here. We can only get to with a private boat.
We have a pretty big swell right now. Waves are rough. It's a bumpy ride. Hold on.
I mean, as far as the North Atlantic go, this is pretty calm water. Reality sets in of exactly where you are and what kind of place this is has really fired me up for going on to Iceland and being able to see this harsh area of the world.
Those guys kept us alive, wow.
This is about as remote in the Faroes, I think, as you can get. There's one guy who lives here with his wife, and that's it.
Here, this one is the dried sheep. It is only slaughtered and dried in a shed. I shall show you later on. And this one is from the cattle beef.
And this is all from the island?
Yeah.
This is all yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a sausage from lamb, local eggs from the hen outside.
You guys are pretty self-sufficient here. You can live off of pretty much what you have.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well, I've got to try.
Also?
The dried sheep has a really
Bitter.
yeah,
Sheep taste to it.
yeah, it's definitely like a lamb.
It's very sharp.
Yeah. And now we're fed, we're just getting settled.
As soon as we arrived at the islands, the people here have been really friendly. You know, they've given us food and given us shelter, and we offered our services as far as anything that they need done around the island.
This is one of the oldest parts of Koltur, and there's a whole bunch of buildings here. Bjorn is in the process of rebuilding them.
Today's project consists of putting up a new door. And you're gonna help, aren't you? You're gonna help everybody do make this place all brand new.
What's the plan? Do you plan to restore all of these buildings?
We have a plan to restore all this part of Koltur called Heimihúsa. This is the part, the oldest part, where the first people came to the island.
Excuse me one sec. Can't see anything with my peripheral vision.
Oh, it's looking good. Like he's done a good job building these doors because they're flush with everything.
I have some experience. That was the big moment, huh? Perfect. Yeah, this is Faro's special brew.
Oh, thank you. Here's some beer. You like that beer? It's good stuff.
Since arriving in the Faroe Islands, we've already experienced two totally different styles of life. There's a very old, well-kept, traditional side to the Faroes, and then there's the younger population and this drive to try to modernize.
Do the people now realize how lucky you are? I imagine before they thought you're crazy for coming out here and going to the island by yourself, and now that you made it successful, are they envious of you?
But it's a lifestyle. You like or not, and I like it. It is better life here. Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes when the fog rolls in, you can't see anything. Does it feel like you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean by yourself?
Yeah, sometimes, and it's a very good feeling. You need sometimes you need to be for yourself.
He brought the sheet up from the mountain down here with the help of his dog, and now we've got him in this kind of pen where he's going to take some stool samples and then send it off to a veterinarian to make sure they have no bacteria or any diseases.
Anybody who owns a dog knows what this is all about. Bring him back.
I got him. Scott, you're scared on this way, man.
Before you go, I have a favor to ask you. If you can handle this back to the veterinary in Torhaven.
Sure.
When you go with the helicopter today.
Well, yeah, we're flying there anyway. Okay. Gladly take your.
Oh, it's your souvenir, dude.
Wanna
All you.
take? No. All right. All right. No problem. I've got the stool sample. It's a hell of a souvenir. We're also taking back the mail from Koltur. You don't want to get these two mixed up. It's like, did Nana send me a birthday card? No. No birthday card. Mail from Koltur?
Yes.
We're leaving the Faroe Islands and we're going to Reykjavik, Iceland. It's only about an hour and a half flight from here. This is the biggest plane that flies in and out of this place, but this is the same thing that's going to take us to Iceland.
Faroe Islands was a short stop, but well worth it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iceland. The local time is 6:30.
With a country whose population is only 300,000 people, it's pretty easy to get away and find your own place. For us, we just want to come here and experience the land. As we've found out through a lot of travels now, that if you can meet the people and experience the land, you're getting a good impression of what the country is.
We just spent the last couple hours driving up the coast and getting our first taste of Iceland. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful as it is, weather is a bit sketchy.
Weather permitting. Weather permitting.
That's gonna be the saying of our whole trip. Weather permitting.
We do know that the weather here is unpredictable. Every 5 minutes it's changing. So this time around we have everything underneath the sun when it comes to gear.
We'll get you used to this cold, buddy. Don't you worry. A couple of days in, we'll have you right as rain.
I don't know.
There's a lot of talk about superstitions and folklore and how seriously the Icelandic take all of this. And the Snæfellsnes Peninsula is well known as the energy center of the whole island. We went out there to meet Gudrun because she's one of the few locals who will openly talk about all of this.
It's one of the 2 major energy lines that runs through here, and the meeting point's in the glacier, in the lower slopes of the glacier. So it's just recharging.
Regardless of who you are, the landscape here is pretty inspirational.
This is definitely my favorite place. So when I want to get some peace and quiet or recharge my batteries or something, I come out here.
Any words of wisdom for helping the meditation process go by?
Well, my suggestion would be that you sit down and that you kind of close your eyes and ask that you be connected with the energies that rule here, and that they help and support you in the best way possible.
All right.
Okay.
What I was reading into was that my life had got to this point and then my new life has started.
It's definitely connecting here, and so I would believe that that would be the case. Have you had an accident?
Life-threatening?
Yeah.
All the time.
So something's going to change, which is going to affect the way in which you look at life.
So right now I might be in a transition right here.
It could be.
Thank you so much. Really enjoyed.
So much fun to
Yeah,
play with
thank
you
you so much.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a great
You
experience.
take care, relax, that's the other thing,
Yeah.
and make sure to see the Sharkman before you leave Snæfellsnes.
So this Sharkman, is he half man, half shark? Is this,
No, I think you'll just have to go experience it, you know. Go see him. Bye-bye.
Sharkman? That could mean almost anything. Could be a mutant.
Neither of us really know what that means exactly, except that we keep following signs of sharks like this one. Look at this right here. So we keep following them, and I know we're getting close.
I mean, this could be seriously a trap. Like, if someone said, "Oh, you're swimming along in the water," like, "Oh, hey, there's a whole bunch of sharks over here," would you swim towards that? No. We don't know what the Sharkman does, what he is. Is he half man? Is he half shark?
Hopefully, I think he knows we're here.
He can smell the fear.
That's a weird fish smell.
Shark head.
Hello?
Whoa. We might be walking into a trap here.
We've stumbled onto the property here and found out that the shark man is really a living human being and quite normal, quite a nice fella.
How do you like it? That's strong.
Very, wow, very strong. And you're sure that this stuff is only toxic when you first get it?
And it will be ready in a couple of weeks. We only have 2 types of sharks here. And this is the most common one, the Greenland shark.
Well, it's my first time seeing a Greenland shark, although this is not the way to see a Greenland shark in 5-month-old chunks hanging from a barn ceiling. I've got to try it if you've got some to share.
Maybe I'll give you a little snaps to make it easier. Brennivin, the Black Death. It's a
Black Death.
It was used to call the Black Death.
It doesn't sound very inviting. That's the, you know, I'm gonna eat 5-month-old fermented shark and Black Death to wash it down. You know what? Awesome. This is the drink.
The Black Death. We call it Brennivin.
Doesn't look so sinister.
It's called the Black Death.
Yeah. There's gotta be a reason for it. This is the shark here.
This is the shark.
Yeah, it's like
Like rubbing alcohol.
it's like a chemical.
Yeah. I never tried to put it on my car, but...
All right, so let's do it.
Okay. 1 piece, put it in the glass.
Cheers.
Okay. And then take the piece.
Yes.
Put it in the mouth. Chew on it a little. And then a small sip with it.
Interesting.
The Black Death. It gets better and better every time.
We left Reykjavik behind and we're about halfway down the south coast of Iceland. We're on our way to Vatnajökull Glacier, which is the largest glacier in all of Europe. Not too far off the highway, we could see a bit of a gathering over here, a lot of people. It turns out to be kind of a fall fair almost.
So we thought we'd stop by and check it out, and now we're on horses.
Every fall, at the end of the summer, everyone goes into the hills to collect their sheep and round them all up.
We're just kind of lending a hand, and you know, a couple extra bodies on horses helps out, so. Oh, I know he wants to go. You want to say something for the camera? You want to say something? Oh, you shy now. You shy now.
We're losing our group. We've got to try to chase down and keep these sheep in order. And that's what we're doing.
This horse is getting nutty. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why do I always get these horses are crazy? Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey.
Oscar,
Oh,
that is something special. For you.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Is that?
It's good. It's Jaeger.
Yeah.
I know this stuff.
Yes, I know.
Cheers. For super power juice?
Oh, yes, I think so. More Jägermeister.
So far, it's been an incredibly relaxing ride, and we've got some pretty open skies as far as Iceland's concerned. And just riding across the plains, these horses are so strong, and they're just overpowering all of these sheep.
This here is
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. Oh,
The official drink of bringing in the sheep.
And I got some 12-year-old whiskey if you want.
this does keep you warm.
Yeah, it does.
Cheers, thank you. What happens now?
Now it's meat soup.
Meat soup?
Yeah, meat soup out of Icelandic sheep, of course.
This is a big ceremony for you guys, just to come back and relax and
Yeah.
over a hard day.
Actually, I haven't gone up to the mountains. I've just been just
just
came
been
here from
drinking.
drinking. I've just been drinking.
I like this guy.
But I help the other ones drinking and relaxing.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So far, my favorite part of this whole tradition, sitting down having some hot soup. It's a meat soup, actually sheep they put in the soup. That's really good. It's
tender.
It's really good.
It's so good it didn't last long with me.
You dummied that in no time.
I just went like this and went.
You're lucky you weren't here 6 months later, then we would be eating sheep balls.
You choose to eat this? This isn't like a punishment for stealing or something?
And we tried to drink the flavor away.
Tastes that good.
We're singing about the rain. We like the rain. La la la.
The weather here is pretty brutal. Like there's these huge pockets of sunlight that come by, and then right behind it again, it's swamped in with cloud.
It's touch and go.
Yeah.
This place is very mystical. It's all covered in this green moss. There's all these little caves everywhere. And I can totally understand why the people here would kind of think that these little people run around here, because as I'm walking around, I was almost getting freaked out. How crazy it would be right now if I actually saw one of these little elves, you know? Go for it.
Nope. By studying the tracks, let's see. Yep. One enormous freaking truck came through here. It looks pretty deep and pretty raging.
I don't mind taking it across. If you want, I'll drive it across.
You can drive it across. I don't care about you. I care about the car and all the gear in it. So we travel along Highway 1, like the main highway here. Instead, we came off here. There's some river crossings and things like that. But we're not going to get past this. So now we'll just double back to the highway to continue on. Not a big deal, but a bit of a disappointment.
Like, we thought we got this Land Cruiser. Like, yeah, we got a Land Cruiser. It would be good enough to roll through any conditions. Not the case.
At Vatnajökull. This particular piece almost comes right out to Highway 1, so we just jutted off a little bit to get a better view. Weather is still spotty and typically Icelandic. Gonna take this kind of opportunity to get a view and a few photos. This is pretty cool. This lagoon here has all these chunks of the glacier face that have fallen off.
There's this stuff everywhere. Frozen ice. See that?
From the highway, you get this amazing view of the glaciers where it breaks away and flows out to the ocean. But the best views of all are to get in a Zodiac and get right out on the water. This is our first real look at Vatnajökull up close. And this is where all these icebergs are coming from, breaking away and floating out to the North Atlantic. I just want to get on it now. I just want to play on the ice, climb around, you know, explore.
It does look scary though. When you look at it, you're just like, ugh.
This glacier is moving, it's changing, it's breaking apart, like most aspects of nature. Gotta give it the respect.
What the hell was that?
That was something going. You see what I mean? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. That's the first time I heard anything like that.
Yeah.
I just had to like, chill it down my spine. I'm like, whoa, something's happening.
It sounds like two transport trucks colliding in slow motion. It's just
It's only just one big piece, and it starts to flip over. You feel so small, you just can't imagine.
anytime they can just...
How old is this ice, roughly?
Yeah, roughly 1,000 to 1,500 years old.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That doesn't even look real.
We've reached the glacier. We're going to explore this thing. I think the only way I'm going to convince Justin to do it right now is by means of motorsport. We're gonna take some snowmobiles out onto the glacier and hopefully get our first real up close and personal encounters with it. But Justin, he's a little cold, so we'll move things along, we'll get him going.
Is you getting cold?
I'm not cold, are you?
No, it's cold.
Time to conquer this glacier by horseless sleigh.
It's nice to be on the ice. It's kind of scary. Crevasses can get really, really deep. Definitely can swallow a snowmobile up pretty easily. You have to be really careful when you're out there.
Just like the rain keeps coming and going, so does the cloud cover. We've been driving along this path that doesn't seem to end. It just keeps going and going and going in every single direction.
Where's the rain? Where did the rain come from? It's our luck, is it not?
Typical Iceland as we've experienced so far, but it kind of doesn't matter. I don't care anymore about the rain. I'm not worried about it. I'm blasting across Europe's biggest glacier on a snowmobile.
These snowmobiles are getting worked right now. I'm doing work to these things.
Yeah.
This thing's better blow up, seriously. What's the lifeline saying? It says keep riding hard. Today's not my day to die, I don't think. It's a good sign. I stole Scott's snowmobile! He has no idea what's wrong with his because I broke mine!
Not sure what's going on. It sounds a little tingy. I'm just noticing something. I didn't have a broken taillight either.
You broke a taillight too?
Seriously, what did you do to that thing? Do you have any idea?
Just beating the shit out of it. Due to my reckless driving, we're gonna have to leave this one here and double back with Scott. Me and Scott really don't know much about ice climbing, and this is kind of our first time, so we got ourselves a local expert here, Thor, and he's gonna help us out.
Now we have our crampons on. Then there are a few things we have to think about. We never put the front points in, or put them on side like this, walking uphill. Just put them flat in. And then there's the ice axe. We hold it by the head like this, and that's the easiest way to use it for support. Okay, on our way over there. And also it looks really good on photos.
The Icelandic weather is kicking in hard. Mother Nature's pissed.
I think you've been bad talking the elves too much.
You're not turning back, are you, Andre?
No.
You gonna film this whole thing?
Until the camera breaks.
Okay, yeah, which won't be long at this point, so let's get hiking. What's the first mission here?
All over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm up for
Okay.
it. All right. That's nice. Hiking and stopping, and he's scouting spots, but he's found a spot.
This is not a friendly environment, you know what I mean? You have to come out being like, you know, I'm gonna beat you, you know?
This is a frozen hell. I'm gonna climb my way out of hell. Ka-ching. All right, first attempt here. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know how my technique is, but this is pretty sweet.
Sure as hell is a workout.
That almost seemed a little bit too easy. You got something really challenging for us?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, like a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank that?
Maybe 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So can you give us like a 7 or an 8?
I think I can do it.
Let's do it.
It's kidding me. This girl is just rubbing. I really don't like this.
Okay, you want to go deeper?
No.
Remember, put your feet in first.
God, dude. This is crazy. You pull me up? My arm's ripping off. Yeah, no, up. I'm just gonna climb right now. Hang on. I'm out of breath already.
The ice was in such a hard condition. You can kick with all your might, you can swing the axe with all your might, and it just won't go into the ice. And when it does, what happens is it goes in and it just breaks away. You know, I thought I could do it, and I couldn't.
Well, Mother Nature is beating down on me hard. I just can't quit. I just want to keep going. I haven't done that bad since I wrote my last math or English test. I did horrible. Mother Nature 1, Justin and Scott 0.
As of yesterday, the remnants of a hurricane was ripping through the island here.
Copen was still alive?
And to be honest, for me, it just adds to the whole, you know, power of this island. It's a tough island to deal with if you don't know what you're doing, you know, with the glaciers, with the highways, with the rivers, with the ocean, the weather, everything. With the elves, everything.
Hey, let's not get anything else. We don't want any more cursing. We don't want no curses on us. We don't want any of that.
So what we're gonna try to do is head inland and higher up into the mountains. The roads are a little bit sketchier, but hopefully they'll have been at least somewhat preserved.
A little bit bumpy.
On a whim, after driving into the interior and seeing how open and vast and rugged the interior can get, we decided the best thing we could do would be to try our hand at scaling Hekla, the most famous or active volcano in all of Iceland.
Never gets old, does it? As long as the windshield wipers stay up to par, jeez, look at this. I don't know if the car's gonna get clean or dirty. Either way, I'm having a blast. Oh, another puddle.
We're supposed to be going up Hekla today. The wind is saying don't come because it's just ripping along. The only way we can get to the top is not with our vehicle, but with a super truck. So we're going up in a super truck, but even the super truck won't start.
In the medieval times, this volcano represented the gateway to hell. And everybody thought that if you wanted to go to hell, this is where you'd go. Dun dun dun!
When is Hekla due to erupt again?
It is very likely that she will erupt within the next 3 years.
So anytime between now and 2 years from now?
Approximately, yes.
I'm looking at my lifeline and I don't think today's the day.
I'm reducing the pressure in the tires. That gives us better grip. I'm taking it down to approximately 5 pounds, 1 pound in the tires. That's approximately the pressure you can put in your mouth.
snow's starting to accumulate here. The further you go, the road obviously gets more and more difficult. Can't quite see the peak through the fog. All right, shall we do it? Since the weather's so nice.
We are going to the gateway of hell.
Ready? Ready as it's gonna be.
It's really unstable, so take slow, light steps.
How's the weather looking?
Not too good actually.
No?
Looks pretty windy up there.
I don't know how to describe this. I'm on a volcano right now. A volcano which is due to erupt anytime between now and the next year and a half or so.
When I think of volcanoes, I think of hot climates like Hawaii, where I'm used to living. I don't think about icy conditions like this. Snow, wind, the hail has been painful. It feels like a shotgun blast.
So this is one of the big craters from the early 70s.
Sort of a craters that have erupted in past eruptions. Wow. And as you say, this one's from 71.
I'm actually in one of the gateways to hell. Here is one of the pits to hell. Satan, you home? Satan, hello? He's probably not coming to the door because he probably thinks there's a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses.
We're also facing some of the worst weather we can face on this mountain. Between the camera gear, the wind, the amount of daylight left today, we just think it's best to turn around here.
Better be safe than sorry.
There's one lesson I learned from before as well, is you don't screw with Mother Nature. She's always gonna win.
We decided to get out of the rain, and we thought we could do it by exploring into the grounds of Iceland.
They're gonna take us to find a relatively secret underground lava tube.
Don't see nothing. Secret.
A bit of a chore to try to find it, and then once we do, we're gonna have to force our way into it. It's apparently quite a small opening in the earth. Finding this lava tube is a little bit like finding a needle in a haystack, and the guys are just talking it over, having a look at GPS as well. We're just gonna have to wing it at some point.
It's quite the struggle just getting up to it. You know, this van is not off-road capable at all.
Once we find it, at least we'll finally be doing an activity that we don't have to worry about the weather for. Because under the ground, the weather's always the same. These guys are going by some rumors, internet postings and stuff. Nobody's actually said exactly where this place is.
It's been a process, but we're worth it.
It looks like this is the case, and inside there's a narrow entrance that leads into the rest of the lava tube. It looks like the rumors paid off.
It's nice to be in the shelter. Jeez, that rain was coming down hard. What do you guys think of my jeans?
Well, at least you look nice.
I obviously have not learned my lesson from Jebel Tukul, climbing a mountain in jeans. Now, my jeans are completely soaked.
Fashion is pain.
Fashion is pain. Dude in style, dude in jeans.
The guys are just figuring out if, in fact, this is the hole that will lead into the lava tube.
I don't know, man.
Það sko, þú þarft að tróða þér aftur annars staðar. Ég get ekki stungið honum að nonni og komist upp aftur.
Starting to freak out here, dude.
There's a number of possibilities in this cave that could be the entrance. The one that the guys already went in, now they kind of think that's the only option. It's not a very big cave, but we're having some trouble finding the entrance.
Okay, if I fit in here, you all fit in here.
This is absolutely crazy, dude. I'm kind of freaking out of it. You Iceland guys are crazy.
Jeez. And there's a step down there.
Is there a ladder?
Nope. So they will be there to catch you if you fall.
Into the abyss. Woohoo!
Just use your hands to support your weight
as you slide in.
We just dropped down through the narrow opening, and it's a huge, huge lava tube.
So now that we're down here, guys, just be really careful. There is a lot of loose rocks here.
The temperature is the same as outside, and it's already ice now.
You okay?
Yeah.
We're only a couple hundred meters inside the cave right now. Clearly this is just the path of the lava. Sometimes when the lava is flowing, it doesn't break the surface and it just cuts its way through the earth under the crust. And that's what we're experiencing right now. So this is another section where the lava tube just becomes really, really narrow.
When I lived in Hawaii, I'd seen lava caves. I've been in like maybe like 20 or 30 feet into it, but I'd never been like a kilometer deep into a lava cave and really see it as it transforms from rubble to actual lava flow and the hardened magma. It looks like frozen slime. I've never been this deep into a cave. It's cool. It's just the way the texture is everywhere. It's just a really weird feeling.
Awesome. This looks wild. Just perfect tunnel. I've never seen a cave like this in my life.
The cave comes to an end.
Sort of.
But there's a trick to it. It drops down now.
We can't say we've reached the end until we get down there.
How do we get back up?
That's another mystery.
It hurts the ass.
Don't want to hurt that beautiful face.
Another day at the office, eh, Scott?
Just another day at the office. We've officially reached the end of this lava tube. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Very few people have come down here, and I'm glad to say that we're one of them.
It'd be very easy in cold, wet conditions in a country like Iceland to just want to stay indoors or to stay in the car.
So, Tori's gonna go first. I'll be in the back, make sure we don't lose anybody.
Sounds good.
And let's try to find the surface again.
Our time here, you know, even though the rain was horrible, we really made the best of it.
Freedom!
This place is really special, you know, with the elves and stuff like that. Like, I didn't see any elves, but I know sure shit I pissed them off because they were nothing but little bastards to us the whole time we were here.
Past few days, I felt like I've had some defeats, and in some ways I guess they are, but in other ways, it's a new way to learn. We're finally at a place, the Blue Lagoon, where we can enjoy the elements and enjoy part of Iceland's nature without any worry of the weather. It doesn't matter when you're in here. The last few days we've been beaten down, turned back, turned away by the weather, Mother Nature, all these elements of the land around us that we've been trying to conquer. Iceland and Mother Nature are working together to test our limits and test our will and show us this incredible power that nature has and the respect that it deserves. You can push yourself, but you can't push nature, and I think that was the important lesson here. In the end, we're leaving with a great impression of Iceland despite the weather.
Iceland was a tough country, and not every country's gonna come at you with rainbows and sunshine. But our time here is up, and we're heading to Africa and a whole new adventure.
This land is gonna seem like another world when we're staring face to face with the pride of lions at the other end of the earth in Zambia.